This is the consequences when we chose the wrong direction. Oh my God. Yes. It is what it is. Make America great. Yeah, low prices.
So now that I have fallen down this rabbit hole, I just jumped onto Twitter's. And I got an alt Twitter where I pretend to be a MAGA guy. And I saw a live. And I am not kidding you. This dude, all these dudes these farmer dudes in there, these farm owner dudes were saying, well, we thought the blacks would come back and do the jobs because they don't have jobs. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but black people have jobs, and you thought you were getting your slaves back is basically what you were saying. That's what you thought. It's still going right now, and I'm not going to post a link to it because I don't want to give these people a voice. But they think they're in a safe space on Twitter. They're not.
So let me get this straight. They thought after deporting Latinos, foundational Black Americans were just gonna show up and start picking crops, working farms, doing the same labor that this country has always tried to force on us. Yeah, that's not happening. Let's talk about it. Let's watch these clips. All credits to the owners. We come back with more commentary.
They have plans. And when I mean they, I'm talking about. So just beware. Hear me out. I decided to do something a few weeks ago. I decided to infiltrate. Yes. Special agent. And I went on the MAGA side of social media. Set up a whole dummy account, did everything I needed to do, made sure it wasn't connected to any of my emails. And the stuff that I have seen over there, trust me when I tell you, they got rid of all of the undocumented because they're expecting us to pick that fruit. And they're starting with Job Corps youth.
A lot of people don't realize what's really happening right now. In some states, especially in the South, they are pushing hard to deport undocumented Latinos, many of whom work in agriculture, construction, cleaning, and other low-wage labor. And now farms are struggling. Crops are rotting in the fields. There is nobody to do the labor they relied on for years. So what do some of these folks start saying? Well, maybe Black Americans, FBAs, will come and take those jobs. Excuse me? After everything this country put them through?
Fam, what is this nonsense I'm hearing about white Midwestern farmers thinking black folks were going to come and work their goddamn fields after they mass deported all of the migrant workers? What in the fuck? They don't know us at all. They don't know any fucking thing about us. Like our own fucking parents and grandparents didn't size our asses the fuck up. Let us know everything about ourselves. Like when my grandmother looked at me at a young age and said, "Young lady, you need to keep your black ass in school and go on to college. Working outdoors is not for you." That's my fucking grandmother. She knew me. She was right. So what did I do? Stayed my ass in school. Went on off to college. And now you're looking at a 6-figure nigga. What in the fuck would I look like picking Earl's corn? Earl can kiss my ass. If he could do my black job, I wouldn't have it, now would I?
So I just saw this video of this white man who's not MAGA, by the way, or at least he says he's not, but because he damn sure selling the look. But he says he has a fake account over on Twitter, and he joined this group of white farmers, and he's pretending to be MAGA just to see what they're talking about. So apparently they had this group chat or group call where the white MAGA farmers were upset and saying the only reason why they voted for shitty britches was because they thought the blacks didn't have jobs and the blacks would come back and work their fields. They thought they were going to get slavery back by voting for shitty britches. But they had been saying loud and proud with their chest that immigrants were taking their jobs. Yet, there are a couple of farms here in Texas that overnight lost 100% of their workforce. But immigrants was taking their jobs, right? Racism is expensive, huh?
Let me break this down real and simple. Foundational Black Americans are not going back to slave labor. They have been there. They have done that. They literally built this country for free for generations. Their grandparents and great-grandparents picked cotton, chopped sugarcane, cleaned homes, and worked the field while being beaten, raped, and degraded. You all know this. And now you all think they are gonna go back to that by choice? No, absolutely not. They are not second string. They are not the backup workforce. They have earned the right to choose how to live and what kind of labor they do.
It's always going to be wild to me that people voted for Donald Trump to get rid of all of the migrant workers. And they really expected people of color to go pick those jobs up. Like, they're really expecting droves of fucking Jamals and Jaquans and Tavions to, go out to those cornfields, those tomato fields, those wine fields. They really expected them to go up into those manufacturing jobs, all those trades jobs. They executed a plan without really thinking about how it was going to happen after they executed. Everyone's just going to fall in line. See how easy that works out? We're all holding out for higher wages. And they're really like, oh, we got you more jobs. $10 an hour to fucking stand in the field for 12 plus hours harvesting. I'm good.
For those of you who support tearing lives apart, I have some questions for you. Do you like strawberries? Avocados? Food? Well, then you better pay attention to what's happening in California right now. You see, farm workers, many of them undocumented, went on strike. Now, I know a lot of you don't have enough brain power to understand the difference between undocumented and illegal to weigh in on this, but they have had enough of the terrorism that this country they love has shown them. ICE has been raiding farms across California, dragging people off in handcuffs, beating them, traumatizing them, kidnapping indiscriminately, even U.S. citizens. Lives have been stolen, one man is dead, and for what? To feed the hatred of a population too blind to see that these workers do more for them than a president they worship ever has? Now, the people who pick your food in 100-degree heat for below minimum wage are on strike. And guess what? Without them, California agriculture breaks. When California breaks, the country pays. So let me break this down for you real simple, but let's be real. You probably still won't understand. California grows a third of all U.S. vegetables, 2/3 of our fruits and nuts. And undocumented workers, they make up half to 3/4 of the entire farm labor force. If they walk off, America loses billions. Prices spike, inflation ticks up, and you feel it at the checkout. So those immigration raids, they're not just cruel, they're economically dumb. Now, you can't say they're stealing our jobs when Americans won't even apply for them. You think a U.S.-born citizen, now you know who I'm talking about, will pick lettuce in the sun for 10 hours a day with no benefits? Please, try it. I'll go ahead and wait. This has never been about border security. It's about control, about fear, and punishing the people who built this country with their hands and are never allowed to share in its rewards. So when strawberries disappear next month, when prices climb, don't blame the workers. Blame the people who'd rather deport them than pay them. Blame the politicians who cheer on ICE raids while sipping California's wine. And maybe ask yourself, who really feeds America? Because it's not the one signing deportation orders. It's the one whose names you'll never know. Bent over in the fields, working for less than a living wage.
So this idea that Black Americans are just gonna step in and save the economy after you all kick out Latinos shows just how disconnected people are from our reality. You think they're just sitting around waiting to be offered some underpaid, back-breaking field job in 110 degrees heat? Nah. Most FBAs are out there trying to build generational wealth, own businesses, create content, get educated, and move forward, not backward. It's not entitlement. It's called survival. It's called knowing your worth. Yeah. Now, let me be clear. This is not about being against Latino immigrants. It's about calling out the system that uses and discards both groups when it's convenient. They pit them against each other, then try to clean up the mess with lies like Black folks will replace them. Nah. The system created this problem and now it's stuck. Yeah. What we should really be asking is, why does America keep needing an exploited labor force just to function? Why is it always black and brown folks holding up the economy but getting paid the least? Why? This is what Black Americans are asking Americans. To those who thought Black Americans would be picking lettuce next week, keep dreaming. FBAs are not your backup plan. They are done being used. This moment should be a wake-up call for everyone. Respect the labor, pay people right, and stop thinking that Black folks are always gonna clean up after your policies. Should FBAs be expected to do this kind of labor again? Is the system broken, or is this how it was designed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I wanna hear from you. And if you feel this message, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tapped in because I'm not sugarcoating anything. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Bye.